This video is sponsored by Renaissance Bank, the best bank in the South. Y'all hit them up at renaissancernation.com. Hey, what's up? Matt Wyatt here. Game action has happened. We have real plays from 2019 to break down. No more previews. We can now review. I'm not going to waste any more time on the lead in here. We've got a bunch of plays. I'm going to do 15 plays for you here from the Mississippi State win over Louisiana. Let's get into it now. First touchdown of the ball game. Smash concept, wide side of the field with two receivers. We'll look at it here, play fake, hold linebacker, read the other side, throw it up to the deep guy, touchdown. That's Mitchell. Let's say smash concept. The way I understand it, it's kind of a universal term, has been for years, where the outside receiver is something underneath, like a hitch, in front of that corner on that side. And then something over the top of that corner, so you're high-lowing him right here, where he can't be right. If he drops back, you're going to bring it out here to the underneath guy. And if he stays up, then you're going to go over his head. And what they give him pre-snap is a really simple pre-snap read. You're 2 by 2 receivers, 2 into the boundary, 2 wide. And you see 4 down linemen. It's a nickel package with only 2 linebackers in the box, but a free safety in the middle of the field, 1 deep, which tells you kind of cover 3, and I have a soft corner here and a hard corner into the boundary. He chooses the wide side of the field, I think, because pre-snap alignment, the free safety is over near that left hash where the ball is. So you have all this room over here to work and hopefully throw that touchdown. So pre-snap, I think alignment of the free safety tells him he's going to read the route over here on this side of the field. Snap. Good experienced quarterback. Your eyes are always going to stay in the middle of the field for a little while. You're never going to immediately go, but on the snap, you can see lots of cushion over here, but he's going to turn and read that corner. When he flips his head, he's already anticipated it. It's off screen a little bit, but you can see the corner is going to stay up on that underneath route, and so he knows I'm running by him right here, and it's a matter of safety not getting over there. It's interesting, one thing they'll do is run a corner route towards the sideline on top of that, underneath hitch for a smash concept. This is a deal where he's just going to vertical and widen, and it's a really excellent ball placement because the throw is out here on the numbers, away from that safety where he can't come over and knock it down, just wide open for a touchdown. Really hard to defend that out of cover 3 in that particular look. There you get another look at it. First play defense on the field, they're going to go levels concept with an intermediate out and an underneath out and kind of go 3 guys, different levels, all on one side of the field. Put him on the move. It's his first offensive play of the game, of the season. Throws an interception. That's Cam Dantzler, the corner, jumping that. Several things happening. Again, look at the route. So here's who he's trying to target. He's got that intermediate out. Up here, you're going levels, deeper and then underneath and back out. So 3 different levels to defend. Watch what State does. They're in a zone. If it's man, he's going to turn and run with him. This is Brian Cole, the nickel safety, who's the flat defender here with 3 deep. Watch what he does. It's an excellent job, too. You see quarterback coming your way. Don't get out of position, out of your job. Turn, find your responsibility, which is cover the flat underneath. Takes that throw away. Because he took that away, quarterback has 2 options. Either run for a first down, which he should have done, or try to force it down the field. Forces it to the out, and it gets picked. This is giving you a good look. One thing, Cole covering that. Cole knocked the deep route off a little bit. I may have actually gotten him crossed up when I drew it up. Normally, you're going to want the vertical to come in front, and we're going to outbreak behind him, but they're crossed up here. In his responsibility, he's already looking at the quarterback thinking he may run, so his eyes are on him, so he just jumps it and reads it the whole way. And because he's coming from this direction, I'm not sure the quarterback ever even saw him, throws it right to him. Here's where Cobra blitz into the boundary gets State. Quarterback doesn't see it, gets the ball knocked out. It's a turnover and kicks around. They eventually recover. This was State's second offensive possession, and they're trying to go touchdown right here on 1st and 10 at the 23, the plus 23. They're trying to go touchdown with 3 verticals. Inside vertical, tight end, hash vertical, outside vertical, and trying to read that and hold safeties or keep them up back here because of a little toss sweep action in the backfield. But watch what happens. The only thing that really matters to the result is the corner is blitzing into the boundary on the backside. And because this fake is going on, it completely takes the quarterback's eyes away to the opposite side, where it makes it harder for him to see that coming into the boundary. Now, the fake does work in one way, is that it widens the linebacker, and the tight end is going to be open right in the middle for a quick throw. So tight end about to break in the middle and be open. But this little stutter and a pause by the safety, he's looking outside, so he holds the ball. His eyes have just come back up to the middle of the field, and he just can't see or feel that corner. He's going to expect to, but especially when he turns to try to widen and throw this ball up the sideline for a touchdown, eyes are now completely away from that. Just never sees the corner blitz, and they get him and knock it out. Here's a counter for Kylan Hill, and the right tackle, Greg Island, is the one who's going to pull and lead back around here to the left side. There goes Island. There goes the give. And block it up play side, and he's out the back. Kind of skips it out. Kylan Hill really had a nice day running the ball. We'll look at the side angle one time. Pre-snap with a tight end, you're giving them a 4-receiver look with the ball on the right hash. They go 4 down, 2 and or 3 if that's nickel walked in, and they're matching it up into the boundary, and they're zoning it to the wide side of the field. So it's really a smart decision here to bounce it. 2 key blocks. Because of the counter action, and you're stepping this way to begin with, you hold linebackers where they are. Nobody goes to the outside initially. Everybody stays there. 2 key blocks. One is 78 Phillips, Tyree Phillips, the left tackle. The other is in the hole, Greg Island taking on the linebacker, kind of holds him in there, and the back runs to daylight. Finish the run. You get a block on the edge from Peyton. He's not a huge block, but he's in the right position in the way. This shows you backside you're taken care of. Good job on the offensive line. This is a key block right here, left tackle Phillips. Here comes Island stepping in there after he pulls. Hill runs to daylight. Now what you going to do on the edge? That's first-year player, first game ever in a Bulldog uniform. Again, he's in the way of the corner, in position. Doesn't get a knockdown, but you make a few extra yards. When you run the ball successfully, it's not just linemen who have to block. Guys on the edge have to do it as well and do it well. Here, 2 guys hat on a hat where they're supposed to be. Running back runs around the corner, makes him miss. And take a closer look. Here's what I'm talking about. Again, offensive line, 5 guys, they've got to do it. And in this particular play, you really get that done. You're blocking back down in there, all the way back across with your left tackle. They're really physical up front. So watch the tight end for Rod Green take on the defensive end and handle him. And watch Stephen Guidry, the wide receiver, responsible for stepping down into what's going to be that play side linebacker. Green has him locked up, drives him back, and this is a pop right there, stepping back down by the receiver and knocks him off his balance. If he doesn't do that, that linebacker is going to step in and tackle him, or at least hit him and slow him up. But because he pops him hard enough, it threw him off, and now the back's already gone. So team football requires guys on the edge to get involved in that physical blocking game as well. Right here, that's an unblocked corner, and the first guy on the next level that the running back gets to, he is responsible to make him miss, and he just goes right around him. Here's a route off of a fake into the boundary on left hash to the tight end, who's uncovered basically out of the backfield, and the quarterback finds it for a first down. And here's what's interesting about this. Without knowing exactly what the call is, there's 2 possibilities. It's either, a called pass route, guys going out with a play action built in, or it's a read for the quarterback on an RPO. Regardless, they give you 4 down linemen on 2nd and 10, and this is a bunch with 4 receivers, which they used a lot in this game. And on the snap, both linebackers come up the middle. So zone or man, if it's a flat defender in zone or man-to-man defender, whoever would be responsible for this tight end in the flat is way off the ball. You got a corner way back and another on that side who's coming. So let's look at it this way. Let's just say if it's a read RPO. You see the mesh point right here. It looks like it's an RPO because it looks like we're run blocking, not just pass blocking. And quarterback's eyes appear to be on two linebackers coming in the middle. So he pulls because here comes pressure. I'm going to pull. I got numbers in the pass game now. When he pulls it, immediately recognize the only defender anywhere near close enough to defend this flat is way back here, wide open. Now, can you get it to him where it's easy to catch and make yards afterwards? And this is what we see with Tommy Stevens in camp. The ball comes out on time and catchable very often. Here he's so wide open, you don't have to be perfect. Just get it to him where he can easily catch it and make yards. Here's an example. Backs out of the backfield were a problem for State during the game defensively. This is straight drop back, hit the back out of the backfield, and he's got a first down. So let's go back and look at alignment and what State does defensively. This is 4 receivers, 2 with a tight end and 2 with a slot and a wide. So it's still 2 by 2, 11 personnel. State lines up with 4 defensive linemen and effectively 3 linebackers here. One of those may be a nickel, but with a lineman, it might as well be 4-3 with the linebackers. And look at everybody else's alignment. With the ball in the boundary, you have a short corner into the boundary, and you have a soft corner to the wide side of the field. Safeties that are back deep as well. So pre-snap, it would probably tell you you got a half safety on one side and quarters on the other. So quarter, half, zone type coverage. Because this ball is on the right hash or the left hash for the defense, they're shifted in their underneath zone coverage out towards the field to try to balance the field. So on the snap, with no pressure and the release of the running back, they're now about to be outnumbered already, and the quarterback has seen it and is reading this side. You're going to have 3 receivers out here, and what do you have? Basically only 2 guys who can cover underneath or on the sideline on that side of the field with a safety way back off the field over the top. So he's got numbers. He's reading the right side of the field automatically. Another levels concept, so deep from the inside, rubbing off the shoulder of the linebacker who's responsible to try to get out here. So it's not a pick, but alignment and movement is good. They're going to have an intermediate, but he takes underneath. And again, when you're throwing to backs and tight ends, the accuracy of the throw is really important. You don't want him to have to stop or turn around. And now it's a perfect throw. All he's got to do is catch. The intermediate route can turn and find someone, get you 1 block, and go make a first down. Scoring play to tie the game. Again, same drive. Again, a back out of the backfield. That was a problem for State's defense. Let's watch the play. Play action fake, bootleg, hit him, uncovered, and get in the end zone. A lot to take a look at on this play, but let me show you a couple things. They did a really good job of lining up people on one side of the field and getting them the football on the other side of the field somehow, some way. State, in this situation, has 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers in the game. It's a true 4-3. You got 3 linebackers on 2nd and 9 down here on the goal line. This is a safety who has walked up. They are in a man-free call. Here's your free safety back here, Morgan on the hash. Man-to-man on the outside, man-to-man right here, and we'll see that. So that means in this type of call, somebody's responsible for this tight end and somebody's responsible for that back. Everybody's got a man-to-man responsibility. As quarterbacks and running backs, why do you work on ball handling? This is why. It's a really good fake with his back turned to the play side linebacker. That's Tim Washington, 41 in the game, on the edge. Again, the back lines up here. He's going out the backside. Somebody has him in man-to-man coverage, but he's going to get lost. You can see Washington's looking run. You have safety, linebacker, all stepping in there thinking it's run. So the play action fake has worked. Now you're going to be free on this bootleg, and you see the corners locking up, running with their men in man-to-man, but somebody is losing him in the fray in man-to-man responsibility. So now you're about to get a back wide open. The only guy who would have a chance to get to him before he gets to the pylon is the free safety. He gets knocked down. We'll look at it from behind. 4 defensive linemen and somebody responsible for 22 in man-to-man, either the safety Landrews or play side linebacker Lewis, somebody responsible. But he crossed the formation completely and now is free out the backside. And you can see the play fake has worked. Linebacker is looking at football on the play side. Corner has been run out of it because of his man-to-man responsibility. and now the safety is the only guy who could get there before he gets to the pylon. You are going to get a push in the back right here, so probably this play should have come back. Even if he's not, he's still going to have to catch him right at about the 1 or the 2 to try to get him out. That was definitely a block in the back, and so you walk into the end zone. State comes back. They're going to get 3 levels of receivers on the wide side of the field, and in the middle there, corner route by Austin Williams is open. Quarterback finds him, throws a strike. Let me show you a little bit about this play. The eyes of the quarterback are important here. Let's just look here at the time the ball is let go. I know it's fuzzy, but you have an underneath defender who is kind of being picked on high-low because you can see here you've gotten a swing route from the back and we've run a corner route on top of it. And if I want you to remember this, if this defender had just sunk back to take away that throw, then the ball is going to come to your running back, and you hope to complete that and him be able to make a guy miss for a first down. So you kind of have them either way, but I want to go back here. Watch what the quarterback Stevens does, because he's reading that underneath defender again on the snap. When we roll it forward, first thing he does, his eyes are on the safety on the backside because you want to see if you've got touchdown. If he drops, now we're going to read underneath. Once he sees that it's off screen, but that defender who I circled earlier is trying to drop into his throwing lane on the corner, watch now what he's about to do with his eyes and his shoulders. Watch this. See that right there? He's flipped his feet and his shoulders, and his eyes are now on that swing route, like I'm about to throw it. Instead, though, he's moving the defender. With that little movement, and look at the running back, look what we see right there. That defender is now booking it to get over here to stop this. And by doing so, he's coming forward, and it's making it a much easier throwing lane. He can't drop into the throw. So he purposely moved that defender with his shoulders to open up that throwing lane a little better to his corner route behind him. When you see it from behind, you can see it even better. Again, first thing he's watching is deep safeties. Do they drop? They do. You can see Williams about to work on that deep corner levels concept from behind the vertical route of Peyton. Just one little flip of his feet and a glance over here at the running back, and you can see there's the underneath defender who's now going to come up. Those feet are coming up to the route, and now I've got room to throw the corner. So it's a really good job, the little details, moving defenders with your eyes as a quarterback and delivering a strike.
In the first half, State was not bad. Grabbed the lead, but gave up a little bit too. It kicked the ball around on special teams and gave it to Louisiana at the 15, and they scored, punched it in. So points off turnovers for them. Felt like State maybe left a few yards here and there, maybe missed a few tackles. And then you flip it over to the second half, where in the third quarter, State was able to actually build out a pretty significant lead.
Here's a touchdown run where they're going to read the end man on the line of scrimmage. Quarterback reads him, gives it up, run over the linebacker, touchdown. A little bit about how it works. Blocking is really important here, but it works well. Again, keep in mind, you're going to read that end man with the tight end lined up over here on the hip of the tackle. It changes their front. They're 4 down. Now linebacker walks up, linebacker over the ball, and another off that backside edge. So 7 in there, including 3 linebackers, and an 8th, who is the safety that's walked up into that goal line possibility as well. First thing, right guard, right tackle are going to combo up to middle linebacker. That's their job. The other key is the tight end for Rod Green. Excellent block on a defensive end. Going to read that linebacker off the edge. Linebacker was upfield. It's an excellent read by the quarterback. Here goes Kylan now behind that blocking. Reese and Island have totally taken care of the tackle. They're going to move up, or Island is now on the linebacker. It's an excellent block here by the tight end, eating up the defensive end. The only guy not blocked with a chance is the safety 25, who has stepped down in there, but he doesn't really want much of the contact right here. And that's a big difference. An SEC safety is going to stick his head in there every time and not make that mistake. Watch it from behind. A little bit better look at the combo up to the linebacker. That created the hole. Great block by Stuart Reese. Running back lowering that head, getting ready for contact, and run through him.
All right, State up 28-14. I'm going to show you a great individual play by 42 Markieff Spencer, defensive end. Watch him read, recognize right here, sees it goes away, run it down, knock the ball out, and another turnover for your defense. So State recovered that. We only really have one look at it, but again, I just think it's a great instinctual play right here. So he's lined up as the right defensive end, field defensive end, and they're motioning to him. And this is a tough play because the motion is designed to hold people over here so the ball can go back out the backside of their formation. You see that right there? That little fake, and the ball comes down. It's not necessarily the greatest fake, and with the lead blocker going the other way, he kind of senses that, and he can see it. He's got a really good look that the ball is now coming back down and going to be given out the backside. So watch him react to that. His eyes never leave the quarterback and the running back. Wants to see the handoff happen, but he's already beginning to skate around that front to get to the backside. And then take that angle and cut him off. He's not trying to fight through traffic. Smart enough to take the right angle, and then boom, gets there and knocks the ball out. That's just a great, great play by Markieff Spencer. Punt return, Malik Deer. And this was big. You get him trapped back there, good 3 and out. He catches it at the 50. This is one thing I was going to point out, and this is not a huge block. It's an expected thing, but watch right here. Tyler Williams, a backup cornerback, is on this return team. And the guy he's going to block has gotten past him. And right here, if he pushes him, hits him, it's going to be very clear, and this whole thing comes back. But he's smart enough to hold up. Don't get impatient. Don't commit the penalty. Now get around him and just get in the way somehow. Stay in the vicinity. At the right moment, works his butt around, gets his head in front, gets his hips back around, where, again, he's not knocking this guy down, but he's doing his job without, being penalized. Now he's in the way, and it gives Deer a much better chance to get this return started. There's Austin Williams in the right place as well. So if he just stays lazy and stays behind him, this guy's going to make the play, or at least slow him up. But because he worked to get his butt in position, now he's in the way, and it's a guy you can cut off of. That was a key to getting this whole thing started. And a big return, stiff arm on the punter, and now you go score. So trying to go up 3 scores here in the fourth quarter down near the goal line. They get straight up man-to-man all the way across the board, go smash concept to the wide side of the field. Protection holds up, and a great catch. What they got, again, pre-snap, it was pretty clear what he was getting. They come down here, give him 3-man front, 4 linebackers, so a 3-4 look. They went safety over the hash man-to-man, safety over the tight end man-to-man, and obviously man-to-man here. So it's straight up man across the board. With the call and all those guys in the box, the tight end stays in, and the running back stays in to help. You fan that whole thing here to his left. So now it's just straight up 2-on-2. All he's got to do is read the one-on-one corner and put it in a position where his receiver can make a play. That's what he does. So the ball's outside and up, and Williams goes up and makes the catch. It's an excellent catch. Right here, use your hands, get the foot down. So as we saw earlier, they'd had a hard time with backs out of the backfield, and this time they cover it, but then the quarterback keeps, and that's the issue. Safety covers it, makes one guy miss, makes another miss, and he's in. 2 tight ends on the goal line and 2 backs. How does State line it up? 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers, 1, 2, and 3. And then they've got safety walked up to catch the first man off the edge and man-to-man. They've all got man-to-man responsibilities. Got a corner walked up in there as well. The misdirection in their offensive scheme on Saturday for Louisiana was really good. Everything is blocked back this way. Lead back this way, eyes of the quarterback because he's reversing out. You're trying to use the pursuit of the defense against them, and it works. But this is an excellent job by Landrews to see the back to his side, knowing it's been an issue. That's his man. He's going to jump in there. And your linebacker, Errol Thompson, safety C.J. Morgan did a great job of recognizing the rollout by the quarterback too and not really completely getting sucked in by the fake. So they give themselves a chance. Coverage here. Now he's got to go tackle a quarterback in the open field. Errol Thompson's trying to cut him off, force him back inside, make sure he doesn't get the edge. Force him back this way. Does so, and can't quite put on the brakes as fast as the QB does. And so once you've got this miss right here, now it's all up to him, and it's just a tough deal because he's already 2 yards deep in the end zone. He just can't quite get back up there quick enough. And when you had to go and get one last score to stretch it back out, you're able to, because you can hand it to number 8, and Kylan Hill was just going to make yards. Everybody blocking, runs through a tackle, go down there and make a first down. His ability to just kind of make yards at will throughout the day behind that offensive line was the key. And again, on that last drive to go extend your lead again. And I want you to notice, too, you've got a center here in Evans Wilkerson, who is a backup center playing because of an injury. Your normal right guard, Stuart Reese, is now lined up over here at tackle. He's played tackle before, but he's been working at guard. You're having to mix and match because of injuries, and watch them block on a key series. Excellent job. He's expecting to be backside as you pull play side, but you do get a cutback. And a reason that you're able to make this cutback and come back here is because Wilkerson is out here working on the D tackle and actually gets in the way of 2 players, that linebacker and a D tackle, but continuing to fight and scratch and claw and work, and allows your back to get free through there. And Kylan Hill does the rest.
All right, hope you enjoyed that. If you did, let me know about it. On Twitter and Instagram, I am Radio Wyatt. State's going to play Southern Miss this coming week. Home opener in Davis-Wade Stadium. State will have to tackle better, which I think they will, week 2. And maybe just continue to tweak that offense just a little bit more consistency, hit those explosive plays in the pass game. I think they got a chance to be pretty good on offense. So we'll see. Thanks for watching, and also thanks to Renaissance Bank for always sponsoring these videos. They really are the best bank in the South. I encourage you to hit them up at RenaissanceNation.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.